1. Webcam. There's no denying that it is a very important component of every virtual summit. Everyone needs a webcam to conduct interviews with speakers. Some people might want to rely on their laptop's webcam. Webcams on laptops usually produce low-quality videos, so keep that in mind. Instead, you should opt for external webcams. They work on all types of computers and provide excellent video quality, even with poor lighting. I recommend Logitech, as they have a range of webcams suitable for all budgets. If you want the best quality, a step up would be to use a DSLR camera or equivalent. However, there's more technical work involved with this method. 2. Microphone. Even if you have the highest quality webcam, it'll make no difference if you're inaudible. There's no way your audience can learn and gain insights if they cannot understand the discussions going on between you and your guests. 5 mistakes to avoid when hosting a virtual summit. In this presentation, I'm going to teach you 5 mistakes common to virtual summit and how to avoid them. I need to mention that it takes a lot of hard work and effort to host a virtual summit. There are lots of things you need to put in place and organize. It is apparent you want the event to be a massive success, and you want your audience to have an enjoyable experience as well as create value for themselves. At least that's the whole point of a virtual summit. As much as you'll be dwelling on all it takes to achieve a hugely successful virtual summit, you must dwell on mistakes you need to avoid. These mistakes can make your virtual summit flop. Not to worry, I'll highlight them for you. Just pay attention. Mistake number 1. Avoid last-minute preparations. Timing is essential, and it applies to the virtual summit too. You need ample time to prepare your summit. There are various things to put in place and considerations to make. Organizing everything a week or two before your summit might be inimical. The recommendation is for you to start preparing for your summit 2 to 3 months before the D-Day. This way, you have enough room to fix everything that might skip your attention or tackle problems that might arise during preparation. For the actual setup, you can do this a week before the summit. You'll feel at ease with yourself when you've organized ahead of the summit. More so, your partners will have enough time on their hands to prepping. Mistake number 2. Never select sponsors that offer the same types of products or services. One of the best things that can happen to your virtual summit is finding numerous sponsors. You'll make enough revenue, and you won't run out of products and services to offer to your audience. On the other hand, it can be the worst thing too, especially when you select sponsors that offer similar products and services. It only means that your virtual summit will end up as a battlefield for competitors. You should avoid sponsors who are pitted against each other. Instead, you should select brands that complement each other. Think of your current sponsors and their offerings. Since you have a message you want to get across, select sponsors that resonate with such a message and do not antagonize each other. Mistake number 3. Not selecting the right platform. This is a common mistake that happens to many people hosting virtual summits. There are lots of online platforms that you can use to organize your virtual summits. However, not every platform is suitable for your platform. Worse still, it's difficult selecting the right one. To make the right selection, create a list of what you expect from a platform. The list contains every tool that would give you a seamless summit experience. Avoid opting for the cheapest platform or the one you see first. The perfect application for you will provide the essential support you need from the beginning of the summit to the end. Features like tracking tools will provide insights on what participants are up to. Mistake number 4. Avoid organizing lengthy sessions. Engaging conversations are nice. It's the best way to get an audience hooked. However, no matter how appealing a session is, you should not ignore the fact that the average human attention shortens every second. If you want to ensure that your participants enjoy and pay keen attention to sessions, you can limit your sessions to a maximum of 20 minutes each. On average, participants pay rapt attention to sessions between 10 and 20 minutes. The general worry is that 20 minutes might not be enough to convey enough information. You can include resources that participants can read later on. Mistake number 5. Avoid making unwelcome pitches. A virtual summit is one of the most effective ways to gain the attention of many. In situations like this, people often use it as an opportunity to pitch their products and services. If you do this, you might discourage many of the participants from continuing with your interactive sessions. People sign up for virtual meetings because they want to add more value to themselves. A sales pitch focuses more on you than your audience. It doesn't mean you shouldn't pitch at all. You can do it at the end of your sessions. As long as your sessions are engaging enough to make people stay till the end, they won't miss out on your pitch. So there you have it. Those are the 5 mistakes to avoid when hosting a virtual summit. In this video, I'll debunk 5 myths about launching a virtual summit. From all that I've seen and done, I am a firm believer in using a virtual summit to promote your business. A virtual summit can help you increase your email list, grow your community on social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, etc. Increase your earnings as well as enhance your visibility online. When I suggest virtual summits to many, they look at me with doubts in their mind. I understand that not many are familiar with how virtual summits work. Even worse, there are lots of falsehoods and misconceptions spread around on virtual summits. Therefore, I'd like to debunk 5 of those myths with the mindset that it'll change your mind. And as a business-oriented person, you'll employ the use of virtual summits to build your business. Myth 1. You have to be an accomplished business person before you can launch a virtual summit. The consensus is that you need to be a successful business owner before you can think of hosting a virtual summit. That is a wrong notion. Honestly, you don't have to boast of massive social media followers or an impressive email list before you decide to launch your virtual summit. Contrary to popular opinion, I am confident that a virtual summit is a perfect avenue for business owners who desire to be regarded as thought leaders in their industry. The main aim of launching a virtual summit is to give your business the major online facelift it deserves rapidly. Therefore, it makes no sense opting for different marketing strategies that will take years before they are useful. With a virtual summit, all you need is 90 days. Fact: you can launch a virtual summit even while growing your business. Myth 2. A virtual summit is only effective in selected niches. Another growing belief is that a virtual summit only works in niches like business to business, B2B. It is entirely incorrect. Over the years, I have seen business owners from other business spaces host virtual summits, and it became a game changer for their businesses. A virtual summit can work in any niche, including health and fitness, social media marketing, affiliate marketing, etc. It all depends on your strategies and the efforts you put into it. Even for the B2B space, if you set up a virtual meeting, but you do not have the right resources and personnel in place, it'll end up a massive flop. Fact: virtual summit is open to all niches. Myth 3. You have to be outspoken to launch a virtual summit successfully. People often believe that you have to be extroverted to host a virtual summit. I put it to you, that is inaccurate. A virtual summit is quite different from webinars, where you have to be energetic all the time because you don't want to lose the attention of your audience. Here, all you have to do is interview your guest speakers. It is meant to be natural for you because of the personal attachment. If you're the shy type who doesn't say a lot, it's okay. If you're always upbeat, that works too. Fact: anyone can launch a virtual summit. Myth 4. No influencer will want to appear on your virtual summit if you're not popular in your niche. People often think that influencers will mostly turn down your collaboration offer if you're not well known in your community. I find it laughable. For the host, audience, and speakers, it is a win-win situation. Your popularity as a host increases, your audience gain lots of insights, and can boast of learning new things. For the influencer, exposure is limitless. The goal is to gain more exposure, and appearing on a virtual summit is a perfect opportunity to do so. As long as your summit is professional and there's a guarantee of gaining exposure, an influencer will agree. Fact: influencers welcome the idea of gaining exposure. Myth 5. Virtual summits are quite expensive to launch. I have seen people complain that it is expensive to host a webinar. The truth is, it isn't. You don't need to have a fortune before you can launch a virtual summit. All you have to put in place are technology equipment and resources to ensure its success. Chances are you own this equipment already. Fact: launching a virtual summit is affordable. There are different ways you can make money from hosting a virtual summit, and I'll talk about 5 of them. If you have read lots of info on virtual summits, you would have come across All Access Pass. It is usually the best way to make money with a virtual summit, but it isn't the only way. There are different ways you can make money from hosting virtual summits. Not that it's the only reason for hosting the summit. However, earning revenue from your event should be a goal, and the result can help you determine if your virtual summit was a success or a flop. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy listening to this. 1. You can make money from All Access Pass. You can't only host a virtual summit without making a recording of the entire proceedings. The All Access Pass is the most significant way you can make money from your virtual summit. Your event is usually free for a limited period. However, as a host, you need to encourage your guests to own lifetime access to the event by purchasing an All Access Pass. It is a membership benefit that contains a video recording of the game. This way, they don't miss out on any information from your interviews. If your summit goes well, people won't hesitate to purchase the All Access Pass because of the numerous information it boasts of. You can increase the price during the summit, and at the end, people will nudge to buy it because of its value. 2. Get sponsorships. Sponsorships are a core aspect of every virtual summit. Big brands are always looking for ways to publicize their products and services. They understand that virtual summits usually draw large crowds. Therefore, it is an opinion they are willing to explore. You can submit proposals to brands you wish to sponsor your virtual summit. You need to let them know the benefits they stand to enjoy by sponsoring your summit. Sponsors provide money and resources for your virtual summit. In turn, you do sales pitching to your audience by telling them the products and services your sponsor offers. Sponsorships are good, but you have to be careful not to sign sponsors that provide the same thing. Instead, look out for sponsors with complementary products and services. 3. You can launch a new product or service. Traditionally, people would instead create an online course than host a virtual summit. I'd rather do the opposite. I'm not saying you shouldn't create an online course. Create your course, but don't launch it until you host your virtual summit. After the end of your summit, your email list must have increased, and you have more people to reach out to. It is the perfect opportunity to leverage your list and launch your online course. You can even tailor your virtual summit theme towards online courses you want to start. This way, it'll be easier for people to sign up for your course based on their previous experience. It doesn't have to be an online course. It can relate to other products or services. The same technique works for all. 4. You can explore the option of affiliate commissions. When you launch your virtual summit, there are various equipment and resources you need to make use of. Your external webcam and microphone are made by different companies who won't hesitate to make more sales. You can reach out to them and tell them that you're hosting an online event that boasts of thousands of attendees. Tell them that you can act as an affiliate partner for them, and upon every sale you make for them, you earn a commission. The strategy can also apply to the software you're going to use. Some of your attendees might also need the use of these software and hardware. You can make additional revenue this way. 5. You can offer coaching services too. Attendees who see the value you're creating might want to know more about a service or a VIP package you offer. If some of them contact you to find out more about your summit theme, consider them potential clients. You need to provide the right support for each person so that they'll be motivated to opt for your paid service later on. 5 ways to promote a virtual summit. What is a virtual summit without a large audience? Not being able to gather enough people to view and learn insights from your virtual summit defeats its purpose in every sense. It is why you need to do an aggressive promotion of your upcoming event. These ways are tested and trusted. It is why I'm recommending them to you. 1. Social media. There is no better medium to share content and network with people than social media. Statistically, there are over 3 billion active social media users. It only further accentuates my point that social media is the perfect way to promote your virtual summit. How then can you leverage social media to promote your virtual summit? Follow me. The first thing you need to note is that different social media exist. As much as any of them will suit your purpose, I'll rather dwell on the more effective ones. The first one is Facebook. There are over 2 billion Facebook users, and that makes it the world's most popular social media site. Many of you operate personal Facebook accounts. It's time to use your account to promote your virtual summit. For your summit, you do not have any geographical restrictions. That means that you can reach out to anybody, anywhere in the world. I guess you have a personal page. Therefore, you can post your upcoming summit on your feed. Include salient info on the summit and add a link for interested parties to register. Your Facebook friends will see your post and can register for the event. Also, you might belong to different Facebook groups. Some of these groups have large members. If you belong to such, post the summit's information on the group. Members will be able to see the post and act accordingly. The second social media is Instagram. It is a photo and video app. The general opinion is that a picture conveys more messages than 1,000 words. Therefore, you need to take advantage of Instagram. You can upload infographics that provide adequate information on your virtual summit. I need to mention Twitter too. It is a microblogging platform that's best for interaction. You can continuously tweet on your virtual summit. Your followers can retweet or like, and other users who aren't even following you can see your posts. LinkedIn is worthy of mention too. It is the social network for career people. It supports text, photos, and videos also. Take full advantage of it as well. I need to mention that all of them support promoted posts. You can reach a wider audience with promotion. 2. Write blog posts. People read blog posts. It's why you need to explore the option. Ensure your posts resonate with what your upcoming summit shall offer. Also, make it as engaging as possible. People get bored quickly. You can create a theme on the problems your summit seeks to provide solutions for. After that, create a list of topics and write on them. If you don't own a blog, don't worry. You can guest post. Some blogs allow other people to post articles on them. You can explore that option. 3. Sponsor a podcast. More people have started listening to podcasts. Imagine thousands of people listening to a popular podcast that advertises your upcoming virtual summit. A podcast host usually advertises products and services during and at the end of a podcast. This way, more people can get to know about your virtual summit. The podcast also contains mediums to reach you. 4. Post on online forums. Online forums used to be the best way to connect with people before the advent of social media. It doesn't mean there aren't many people on these forums again. You can start a thread under appropriate categories and post your upcoming summit. You can even post them in the comments section. 5. Use affiliate marketing. Have you ever clicked on a shorthand URL that redirects you to another page? That's mostly affiliate marketing. And affiliate marketing creates clickbait, which makes an unsuspecting user click on a link. It will direct the surfer to your page. If it's engaging enough, there's no going back. In this presentation, I'll give you 7 reasons why you should launch a virtual summit before an online course. The craze for setting up online courses is baffling. Most times, it's usually done for people to make more revenue while imparting knowledge in others. However, I have questioned people who have online courses about the ease of setting it up. The usual response is that creating an online course isn't very easy, demanding, and expensive. With the information I've gotten from various experts, I compare and contrast a virtual summit and an online course. I have concluded that it is more accessible and more beneficial for people to launch virtual summits than creating online courses. Not to worry, I will tell you why I think my conclusion is legit. Reason 1. You grow and make money simultaneously with a virtual summit. What many people don't realize is that for you to make lots of revenue, you need an audience for your products or services. It's why many people often fail when they create online courses. If you decide to launch an online course without much influence, you're poised to fail. On the other hand, launching a virtual summit helps your email list grow while you rake in income with a premium offering. You don't have to wait for a long time before you start making money. Reason 2. Creating content is more comfortable in a virtual summit. For content creators setting up an online course, they record most of the contents themselves. There are a few occasions where they interview guests. Worse still, they need to have an in-depth knowledge of the contents they want to churn out. For a virtual summit, you don't need to go through all the stress of reading wide and gaining enough knowledge. A bulk of the learning process falls on the guest. You just have to ask questions while they provide answers. Reason 3. Online course is time-consuming. Imagine the time you'll spend reading articles, journals, books, or online resources just to ensure you sound authoritative on your online course. Similarly, you'll need time shooting professional videos. If there's a mistake somewhere, you'll have to start again. You cannot afford to make mistakes. You'll discover that you might spend months doing all this. You don't have to go through all those hassles launching a virtual summit. All that is required of you is to put equipment and resources in place, as well as find suitable speakers. Reason 4. Promotion is easier with a virtual summit. While promoting your virtual summit, the speakers you have collaborated with are most likely influencers, and they can help you advertise your event on their social media pages. This way, you gain lots of audience and traction. It isn't that easy with an online course. You're likely alone, and the onus is on you to do everything yourself. Also, collaborating with affiliates in the same niche might be difficult, especially when they're busy promoting their products and services. Reason 5. Setting up an online course is more expensive. There are lots of things you need to put in place to ensure your online course is a success. You need to gather lots of educational resources. There are books to buy, online journals to subscribe to, as well as equipment to purchase. An online course is merely capital intensive. You don't have to spend a fortune setting up a virtual summit. The hardware you'll use is mostly affordable, and software is readily available online with affordable pricing too. Reason 6. You can set yourself up for a successful online course sale with a virtual summit. You are creating value for people who are willing to learn new insights. I mentioned before that you could do sales pitch at the end of your virtual summit. If you have an online course, you can pitch it. This way, you can record massive success from sales of your online course. Reason 7. Visibility from a successful virtual summit opens doors to other opportunities. With a successful virtual summit, you'll grow a vast network of people. It also gives you opportunities to position yourself strategically. You can be a guest speaker on other people's shows or podcasts. With these opportunities, you can rake in more income.